Hello! The members of my team are Fernanda Janet, Milagros Belen, Francisco Gabriel, Luis Gerardo, and me, Lorena Montserrat. Now, we're going to talk about a country recognized for being one of the most touristic countries today. It's a country rich in places to visit, and it is said that you cannot miss seeing the Torre Eiffel. So, do you know what it is? That's right, the country is France. So, join us to learn more about this great country. Let's go! France shares borders with Belgium, Germany, Italy, and Spain. Belgium and Germany are located to the northeast of France. Italy is to the east, and Spain is located to the southwest.
France has four types of climate. In the west, near the coast, a temperative maritime climate prevails. In the interior of the country, the climate is continental, with hotter summers and harsher winter with little rainfall. A mountain climate prevails in the high elevation, with cold and prolonged winters. On the southern coast, the climate is Mediterranean type characteristics with hot and dry summers, mild winters, and a small number of rain days for years.
The most important cities. The five the most important cities in the French are Paris, Bordeaux, Lyon, Nice, and Strasbourg. Paris in the north of France and Strasbourg in the east, Bordeaux in the west of France, Lyon and Nice are the eastern French.
The one of three famous places in France is the Eiffel Tower. It's on the northwest of Paris and is the most important one.
Notre Dame. It is located on the small island of La Salle, surrounded by the waters of the River Seine. The Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is located in northern France.
Okay, what is considered offensive to do in France? In France, it's considered offensive when someone people is late and doesn't arrive at the place at the established time. When you have an appointment, an interview, a dinner, etc.
What is it impolite to do in France? When being on the table, you have to follow some rules. Don't start drinking until everyone has drink from their glasses and you be toasted. If you don't do it, the people will talk back of you.
What is a taboo in France? In France, incest is no crime, but is considered an aggravating factor in the case of rape or sexual abuse. The French penal code also established a penalty of up to 20 years in prison for case of rape of a person under 20 years of age, according to a survey carried out in December. 6.7 million French people, 10% of the population, say they have suffered sexual abuse by a relative.
To do in what is customary to do in France? In France, it is the people are customary to get age, other with a fee handshake, but no necessarily weekends are dedicated to social life in public place. The French spread very quickly in rural areas. It is a customary to hold religion celebration and it is office that you spend to the in a language other than theirs.
What holidays are there in France? The Saint Valentine, February 14. The cliché of French romantic is one of the most taken about World Day. For its reason, the celebration of Valentine's Day cannot be missing from the list of popular festivals in France. La Chandeleur, one of the most delicious popular festivals in France, February 2, known as La Candelaria Festival in Spanish. This celebration has its origin in a tribute to the god of red. That is why, over time, it has been translated into a festival dedicated to gastronomy in which the French and the French government have through preparing their famous crepe that they taste with their family and friends and even at the school and to work. La Fête des Travailleurs. For shows, would prefer more the main popular festival among the most important day of the year for French men and women is the Labor Day holiday which, and in Spain, is celebrated on May 1. The tradition this day is to offer the closest friends a bouquet of small white flowers, a symbol of the friendship and good luck. The fête also in May, also year in June, the freeze fair in mistake, in which the entire city comes to a standstill to experience a great celebration full of music, wind and dance in the Prince Spanish state. Nice Carnival. When we talk about the popular festival in France, we must not forget the Nice Carnival, also considered one of the most important carnivals in the world. For 13 days, the streets of the city are filled with May hand-painted lit bulbs that illuminate the parades and floats.
Okay, the most representative dish is the ratatouille. There is too much variety of famous dishes in France. There are several dishes that are considered typical. I think that the most famous is the one called ratatouille. It's a dish originally from Provence and French territory. The term ratatouille was first used in the 19th century by military forces. The soldiers looked for a word to name a broth very diluted vegetables. It involves sauteing tomato, onion, garlic, red pepper, zucchini, and aubergine, previously cut into pieces and letting it simmer in its own sauce to finish flavoring it with the famous herbs such as bay leaf, oregano, thyme, rosemary, marjoram, and basil. It is also well known for the movie of Disney called like that Ratatouille.
Conclusion. Paris is beautiful country full of culture. Its tourist places are very interesting and you must visit them. It is shows a beautiful and romantic country to do spend as a couple or with your friends.